the game in these matches. Wow, look at that.
I hope the game is going to be exactly that exciting. Referee is having problems, but this is clear as water.
I would say the yellow ball.
Yes. So we start the game with a referee error.
Oh wow, relag. You feel the table's a little bit slower than you might expect?
Yeah, you normally you see, I don't know why, but you see most missed lags too hard, and here you see many lags missed too soft.
That supports your theory that it's slower than you think.
In case nobody noticed, I also played in this tournament. I was out a long time already, but I felt it too. It's a little slow when you just roll the ball. When you play over 3, 5 or 7 rails, it's always fast enough because the rails are really quick. Miss hit a little bit the break shot. Now he gets a kiss on the red.
That was
a little bit too thin. But you have lots of margin of error on the break shot, so you can hit 1 inch too thin or centimeter too much ball, and it's still okay. It's all about position.
I haven't seen too many break shots made where the position is perfect. They always seem to hit it a little bit off.
Yeah, we can maybe go through that when the next set starts, because it's also a matter of table changing.
When they polish the balls
when it's real clean and the table has been vacuum cleaned, and then you have a complete different break shot. The 4th and the 5th set is
this looks like a reverse around the table.
4 rails.
Oh yes.
Big draw, but controlled action.
Perfectly done.
Now he's tangled up with the yellow ball here. I think he can just get his cue to play inside 3 rails. Just hit the red ball, go inside, and
come in short or long?
No, long. I think this is the optimum. If he can do that, he might get the red ball over to the same side again.
Same side rail.
It seems to work out.
Yeah, he has to hit
the red ball is okay, but I'm not sure about the white. Yeah. This is good.
Well, it could have been a little bit better, but
yeah, but he's okay here because he has an option now. He didn't bury the yellow ball into the corner, which would have been worse.
See, he's looking at the...
the red ball is kind of shoot and hope. So the real shot is off the yellow.
Yeah, there's no kiss or anything.
No, this is very nice. And if you're confident, you can just land on the red.
Softly and bump it toward the middle.
And travel the yellow ball back to the same place where it's at right now. And with a little bit thin hit on the red ball, you have a perfect position. I think he feels... No, he didn't feel confident. He just took a...
He might make it this way.
Yeah, he took another speed here to play a little safe. Just missed it. But it was a good idea to play 2 chances there because it was in a good position.
Do you think he planned the 6-rail shot, or was he trying to make it
2 chances? Just miss a little bit too long.
So you shoot hard enough to make it the second way if you miss the first way.
No, this is a very elementary shot. It looks really easy, but...
Because the white ball is a big target.
Yeah, and a ball fits behind it, but not more. You need a perfect hit on the red ball here. You don't want to miss-hit it.
Very nice.
Good shot. Now this is interesting to see here. This is a typical strength of Dick Jaspers in this tournament. He's been a little bit fortunate with the leaves after his kind of wild shot. This is not a controlled position shot. And now, if the red ball would have been 3-4 inches shorter, it would have been impossible to miss this one. So now he just went a little further. So now he needs to make it. Now he's drawing. This is flat flat short angle with a with a spinning ball to get out of the kiss.
To get out of the kiss, hit a little fuller ball.
Good shot. Locating all the balls in the center of the table.
Almost always a good position.
He knew, I think he knew that. Then you don't have to play position. You don't have to exaggerate it. Play really slow and land on the ball. It's not necessary. You know all the balls are going to land in the middle. So
he's in a good position here.
Yeah, this is a very nice position. I think he's looking at it. Now he can move the white ball across the table. Very slowly onto the red ball now. He's very confident with these shots. Normally he just plays a very, very slow speed here and to land on the ball.
That's nice.
And now we see the little fortune again here. The white ball is perfectly placed, so there was no way of hitting the red ball bad anyway. But this is a very nice way of going further. Now,
do you think he'll come down to here?
No, I think he will play 5 rails.
Okay.
But let me see what he's trying to do with the red ball.
Back to that side rail, okay.
I think he's trying this, and then he might have a really nice position. He stops the cue ball a little bit now. No, he played it differently.
Well, if it stays in that corner, it's pretty good.
But, yeah. Now he played a perfect point in the middle of the third ball and had no position. So the other version would have left the red ball over there, and then he would have had a perfect position now. Now he's in trouble a little bit here because this is not a very nice position. I think he's looking at draw shot with.
Do you like that better than
exaggerated English?
You like that better than going this way?
Yeah, this is the beginning of the match. You'll have a lot of English still in your cue ball when it comes over. So at the end of the match may be better, but also the white ball might come back and disturb.
You mean a lot of English because the balls are so clean and the table is clean?
He made it, yeah. Just got it thin on the outside. And now everybody would say, what a bad position, I'm so unlucky. But for Dick, this is almost a natural.
Across the table on the white?
No, I don't think so. I think if he can get out of the kiss.
That's good.
If he can get out of the kiss. Oh, I missed the white.
Oh, you like that angle?
Yeah, if he can get out of the kiss, the white ball.
Yes, I see.
Is likely to come back. Maybe kiss back on the yellow ball. It's hard to see from where we're sitting.
I think that's the shot he's just looking at.
No, I'm wrong again. He's really playing across the table. Yes, very good. I was going to clap my hands here. Maybe that's not a good idea in this booth. Now it's a very delicate position here. I think now I'm right. There's only one way of playing this. 3 cushions and
drive the red through that hole.
The red through the hole. I think it's the most natural way. Maybe
hit it full and bank
maybe
it.
He can pass it like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was possible. Then it's a little easier.
I guess he can play. Well, he has a couple pretty good shots here.
Very, very, very thin on the white ball. I think it's
too much to ask.
No. I think this is just comfortable. Very thin on the white ball, short, long, leaving the white ball in the corner. Should he miss, means a bad position for semi.
He's now thinking about going off the red ball.
Yeah, this is a good shot too. He just needs to stop this a little bit. That means not exactly a draw shot, but you kind of let the ball slide. Your cue ball slides onto the red ball without.
So
it's not rolling
spin.
forwards,
yes.
and it's just like sliding like on ice, like a curling stone. You let it get over there to the red ball.
We say slide for that.
And a little English short stroke. Ooh, he got a little high on the cue ball there. He made a curve after the two rails. Just made it. He has a run of 8 here in the first inning. Just out of perfect position. The red ball 1 inch to the left.
Still the first inning.
Would have been very easy now. He has to hit a little thin on the red ball. Let's show what I'm thinking about. This is thin on the red ball. Pretty close to the corner. And going to the white ball. The red ball will automatically come back to the center of the table. So if he makes this, he's in good shape of making more. A little bit too thick, yeah. No,
he got it.
Yeah. He hits the ball. He's a player with a almost perfect. Yeah, almost perfect. He's stupid. It's perfect. His technique is perfect. He can hit the ball exactly where he wants in all kind of situations with cue ball.
Even
on the rail, doesn't matter. No,
yeah.
He's really strong. Yeah. His strongest part of his game. He can always trust his technique, and he knows where he hits the ball. That's now he just was a little bit off, but as he was aiming correctly as always, a little fault.
He told me once that he feels his biggest weakness is he doesn't have as much imagination as you and Sang Lee.
Yeah, but he's catching up quickly. So no, he doesn't need too much.
Oh, that's really nice, except that he missed.
Yeah, it was close. He came close. It was maybe a little bit too high speed. Left the yellow ball in a perfectly lousy position. Semi will be happy to be back at the table. But
is there 4 rails off the right side?
I don't know. That looks really difficult. I wouldn't bet, but I think he will play something else. I don't know. I would play short, long here. I think it's in a pretty good position.
Oh yeah, I've seen you make that in tournaments.
And it's also no kiss. You cannot have a kiss on that one.
Because you're hitting the red thin?
Yeah, the red will not catch up, and the second time when you pass the middle, the red is already gone. The red will pass.
He hasn't decided yet.
The red will pass 2 times over like this, but I think he's thinking about playing something else. The time clock is not...
Yeah, they're not using time on this match.
It's not being used in the final, so he can take his time.
He's playing 6 rails.
6 rails. Where does the red ball go?
Right there. Well, yeah, you called that one.
Yeah, but immediately you have to ask yourself, could he have hit thinner kiss?
You might just...
More ball?
Sometimes
the red kiss is over 1 rail on the yellow, so...
It's like just moving the kiss to a different place sometimes.
Yeah. So I think that was not possible what he tried there, but you don't know, you have to shoot, you have to try something. The other shot was also very difficult. Dick Jaspers out of Sint Willebroord, little town full of handicraft men in the southern Netherlands. Nice little town.
And there are some other good players that live there, isn't that true?
Yeah, they could. They have so strong players. They could be 4 of them in the semi-finals here, if they were all here and if they all played well.
Wow!
Easily, it's Gerwin Valentine, who is one of the 10 best players in the world in the set system, and Frans van Kuik,
yes,
who
he's
is
a good
a 1.5 plus player, and Chris van der Smissen, who is here but as a coach of the Dutch juniors.
Oh, I see. Well, that's a strong team.
Yeah, fantastic. And there are some more guys too. Oh, really thin hit on the red ball here. If it's perfect, the red will stay there.
No, he had to hit too much of it.
Yeah, puts it out on the center of the table. It's not bad. Point is perfect. And now if he can play like this, if he can just make this slowly onto the red, it might mean the end of this set.
That's what he's looking at.
Yeah, there is another option here of the red, 2 options, and the other side of the white ball, short angle, but that the white might kiss the red ball away. But if he can make the shot that I just
That's what he's going to do.
Yeah. If he can make that, he will automatically place the white ball on the other side of the table, opposite to where he's scoring, which will give many, many options for the next shot. Very close to the corner there. That's dangerous.
Yeah, he missed by 6 inches.
You see now he located the white ball opposite to the red, which means he scores. He has, if he doesn't have a point from the red in the next shot, he has easily short angle from the white. So
right.
The only thing,
either side.
Yeah. The only thing what can happen is that the red ball, he hits it center ball, that the red ball goes frozen on the long rail. That's the only way that it doesn't have a position. Sometimes you don't have to do much for a position, it's automatic. But only if you recognize it, of course.
If you pick the right shot, then it's automatic position.
Yes. Now Semi has a little tricky draw shot here. He had a little jerk on the stroke there. He's not really comfortable yet.
When he gets his confidence up, he can be very tough.
Yeah, his stroking, shot-making abilities is his strength, but it's let him down a little bit in the tournament. I've seen him having some unclean strokes, so we're not used to that. But he's a big fighter. He's a really championship player. He's never going to give this up.
The way he came back against Quadrone was impressive.
Yeah, he was pumping himself up.
Yes,
really like I don't know.
And once he got going, he was fabulous. Look, he had a defeatist feeling in the first couple sets.
Yeah, Quadrone. It's difficult to follow Quadrone when he's on a roll. But Semi told me he played bad in those 2 first sets, and he turned it around. Now he's choosing to go outside the yellow, short, long.
Look out for the yellow.
Yeah.
Well, he banked.
Yeah, I don't understand that really, because the way I saw it, there was at least one better option. Play the same shot thinner.
Oh yeah,
with more English.
Yeah.
But of course.
And then there wouldn't have been a problem with any danger of a kiss that way.
Maybe that was the problem. But now he was, of course, speculating on a little safety here. But I think he made a little mistake there, because this option will always be open.
Yeah. You have to play that.
Yeah, there is no other way. But you see the distance here, a great distance, 3 meters. But for Dick, this is normally no problem. He will make it.
No?
Yeah, he made it.
A little bit thin.
He made it. Just 2 rails, but...
Otherwise, it was a nice shot.
Before this match, or just after the semi-final, I had lunch with Semi. He devoured a T-bone steak in 3 minutes. And I suggested to him that it's a little bit too much before the match. No, I'm used to this. He's a big meat eater.
Is he?
He's a meat lover. Should go to Argentina or Mexico or something like that. Comes from Adapazarı in Turkey, close to Istanbul.
I wonder if a T-bone steak in 3 minutes, is that a world record?
No, he had some help, because it was so delicious. Me and Tayfun Taşdemir, the other Turkish star, we stole a little of the good side of the T-bone, the soft side.
Yes.
Now he's spinning the cue ball here, but in this tournament it had been some problem to keep the spin until it reaches the 3rd rail. But he just had enough and caught it on the inside for a perfect position here. This is something you can build on. So for the three cushion lovers, this is a very spectacular way. No, it isn't. But the spectacular thing is to get a position. Now you have to try to locate the yellow ball, not in the corner. Not in the corner.
Gee whiz, that's too bad.
But this is what I was talking about. Semi is a smart guy. He wanted to put the yellow ball not in the corner.
So that he has more options off that ball?
Yes, because if it's in the corner and he gets a 5-rail shot from the red, it will always be too short.
Oh.
So he thinks on a table that is playing slightly short. We're talking about this often. He likes to put the yellow ball in that position.
I see.
Now he wanted it a little bit too much, so he missed the point. He might just have had a bad contact, or it was a sharp noise. I'm not sure. Maybe he had a kick. Do you say kick as the English?
We don't really use the term that way.
The French word boutage you use?
No.
Bad contact?
You mean for a mishit?
No, bad contact is a little
miscue?
statical explosion between the balls. It's a cracking noise.
Oh, I think I know what you mean.
The snooker players call it a kick.
Now this is back to the long rail. Oh, I see what he's doing.
It was a control shot. He's playing the red ball behind the white and controlling speed and spin on the cue ball. Very hard to make. And
11 to 5.
Completely open position here for Semi, but this is a stroking shot for Semi. He will probably go maximum on the right, spinning, and when he misses it will spin here and not there. So he will create a double chance here. Problem is to control the red ball. Spinning, 3 rails.
I see what you mean. It was
Perfect.
spinning, so he would have made it even had he passed.
Yeah. Had he passed on the long side, on the short side it will probably not have made it. But this is what I meant before. He's a stroking player, Semi. He can make all these hard strokes with a lot of English and still control. That's his strength. And sometimes you saw in the semi-final against Sanchez, he lost it a little bit. He lost a little bit of the draw, or he lost the spin even in the third rail. Now we have a 5 cushion shot here, but he has options here. He's looking at the 5 cushion.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's elevating a little bit.
Yeah,
he must
in
need
order
a
to
little curve.
Curve the cue ball a little bit.
Isn't the short angle? Or
Yeah, but it's really close. He's very close to the yellow ball, so it's hit. He needs to hit more of the yellow ball and then get away with the cue ball. With the cue is complicated. And I think between us, this is not so difficult as he thinks. I think this is really sure point. Just into the corner, a little bit extra speed, he can't miss.
He was...
Maybe he was thinking about position. Maybe he wanted to push the yellow ball 1 rail down into the corner. That's why maybe.
He was thinking about that?
Yeah, I forget that he's a smart guy. he told me about... he's also going 5 weeks on vacation after this, so he's really looking forward to...
I see.
I made a little interview with him for the match, and he's going on a cruise, a 2-week cruise on a 25-meter yacht.
Oh boy, that sounds
around
great.
Turkey. I'm jealous. This is a bad position. Confident player just puts the cue down and makes it. Spinning the cue ball, 3 rails. I didn't spin it, played it flat. Good idea. That was a very good shot. Dead center on the third ball and gives you confidence.
Good speed. Now he's in good position.
This was a little lucky because to me this looks perfect. To drop the ball
off the yellow.
Off the yellow, not too much English. Just drop it onto the red.
He has to stretch to reach it.
Yeah, but he has another hand too, so His left
Oh
hand
yeah,
is...
he's just aiming it now.
His left hand is not the best in the world, but it's... I think it's good enough if he's just calm. We have some experts with the left hand. Zanetti, Codron, and Keulemans, and Kobayashi. They play almost the same with both hands. Semi is not that strong, but enough to make this one center of the red again. This gives him some confidence to come back in this set. Ball's rolling just wrong. Yeah, this is bad. But he's a defensive player, Semi. You don't think so?
Well, I have seen him play some defense.
Yeah. Sometimes he can be real nasty when he wants.
You kind of think of him as an offensive player, but
I think that's his nature. But now
he knows he can't win if he does that all the time.
Yeah, but he's very competitive, and sometimes he just decides, I'm not going to give the other one any positions, and then he knows how. So he's looking at the yellow. If I was confident, I would play the yellow very thin, 3 rails, but now he's going to play like this. And a little overspeed to leave all the balls down in the other rail.
Well, he hasn't been able to decide.
Yeah, he's taking my decision here, but you have to hit this exactly right, otherwise the yellow will be in your way or you'll be too long. Too thin.
Oh wow, that's really thin.
Much too thin.
Okay, do you like double the rail off the red?
Yes, this is...
Maybe we should diagram that one.
Only problem is that he's on the rail. It's not really comfortable to play a draw shot from that cue ball position. Does he have another option? Yes, he has. He's looking at a little draw shot, and the curve I made there was deliberate. So
to get around the red ball.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
Maybe he's going to use overspeed and play it 5 rails, but I can't see if the red ball is in such a favorable position. Just 3 cushions, perfect.
That's nice.
Yeah. Playing just slow enough to keep the red ball still on the center of the table.
Yeah, within reach.
Yeah.
Now he should certainly make this one.
Just to roll it flat. Now the speed onto the white is not the most important. Now the most important is not to leave the red ball down in the other rail. So the red ball must come back.
So it's just a little more speed to get it to come back.
And normally you cannot combine that with staying with the white.
Yeah, I see. It's one or the other.
Now you see he's given up the speed on the white.
Yes, I see.
In order to bring the red onto the center of the table. He's playing this perfectly, but got a little awkward contact on the white, so he can't see the good side of the white. I think he can see the white, but only on the side where he don't need to see it. So
that's a good concept, though. You can't control both of the contacts yet.
No, but this was really unlucky because this was actually the only way he could not have a position, I think. So what is he going to play? His repertoire is great, of course, so I will just have to guess here.
He likes it long up and down.
Yeah, he's going to play this way. Maybe he can use spin to make the red ball real big. And the white ball doesn't kiss, does it? Yes. Unlucky kiss. But in the end, a lucky kiss because he didn't leave. Did he? No, he left a 3 cushion for semi. This is perfect. Now stay smooth, stay soft on the right hand. Land this on the red, or land it, just make it. But there is one more problem. The yellow ball may not hit the right, which this makes the most comfortable hit on the yellow to make the point. So you you are now forced to hit the yellow ball a little bit more than you want. Thinner than you want is not a bad idea, because then the yellow ball will be in the way here for your cue ball passing at the same time. So
the yellow ball should stay along this rail.
Along this rail, yes. He took it the other way.
See,
passing close to the
see,
kiss. Yes, that's good. That was very important for this set, this point, because now it's going to be really exciting. Good shot by Semi. Of course, you never know if he wanted the yellow ball to pass on that side. Sometimes I get it on that side, I want it on the other side. Well,
yeah.
And then you have the choice if you tell your opponent, I say, sorry, I didn't mean it like that, or if you don't do it, stay honest and do it. It's the best way, but not always. We can't apologize for everything. Sometimes we hit every shot wrong and still make the points.
Well, they have to assume there'll be some luck in the game.
So now we see the same pattern again, bringing the first object ball back to the center of the table, where the two other balls already are. He's not really happy with the position, but I tell you, he should be.
Yeah, and miss this way, the yellow that way.
Yes, I'm not sure if I would say if he can, he should put the yellow this way, leave it down there somewhere. And when he's coming to carom on the red ball, he would push the red ball this direction and stay here with the cue ball maybe.
I see.
It would be a fantastic position. If he can hold the yellow, he's looking at the 5 cushion. What is he doing?
Can he hit the red first?
Oops, this looks strange.
There's a 5 rail off the red.
It needed a perfect hit. I think he got it. Good.
That was a nice concept.
Semi once told me he loves all 5 rail shots. That's why he wasn't so happy with the three rail little draw shot, which was just lying there.
He likes to let him stroke out a bit. He's best on the...
And he's right, because of the 5 cushion shot, 5 rail shot seems to neutralize the cue ball. After 3 rails, the cue ball gets a natural spin.
Yeah, it's almost as if it wants to go to that corner.
Yeah, and if you play, no, not exactly like that. If you play 3 rails, the spin, what you put on the cue ball, is very much in your ball still when you hit the first rail. But what happens in the second rail, it's hard to control. Sometimes the ball is still spinning on the second rail. Sometimes the English is gone. When you play a 5 rail shot, this is no problem anymore. This is no matter. And now he's again a little bit unsure here. He could have played from the yellow, but he's going to play from the red. 1, 2, 3 like this. Looking good. Now he did not use the system that we were talking about before, bring the red back to the center. But I think he's all right here. Can he play 4 rails with a draw shot off the yellow?
Yeah, I think that's what I would play, certainly.
And the yellow ball passing this way. I think that is but it requires a real sharp draw shot, so I don't think he likes this too much.
That's what he's going to do.
He doesn't like it. I see that, because you can also choose to play the yellow ball into the hole here, but then it will, after 2 rails, maybe come close to your cue ball. So
he can also play off the red ball.
He can play off the red ball, but as we said before, this is a table with real quick cushions, and this shot is not very comfortable on this table. And it's 13-13. He might speculate on a little safety should he miss this one. this is too short.
Depends on where that red ball stops. Oh, I think that's
Oh, this is a...
5 cushion off the red.
I think this is easy for Jaspers. I think he will just spin the ball. 1,
I
2,
see,
3
yeah.
with the maximum English.
And that's a big target, big wide target.
Yeah. And I don't think the red ball will kiss because it will be gone twice before he is entering with the cue ball.
Mm-hmm.
If he plays it right.
He looks like he's winding up for a strong stroke.
Yeah, and he's very, very sure. His right hand is very solid, so he will probably choose to play this slowly.
That's got to score.
Nope.
No, it doesn't have to.
That was strange because I think this was really the first time in the match that the ball came a little short.
Mm-hmm.
This lost the English completely. A little surprising there for Jaspers. Leaving the red ball with precision, Dutch precision. He left it exactly frozen on the red. But I don't think Semi has to be disappointed with this because this, as closer this red ball is to the rail, the easier it gets.
For the rail
For
first
the rail
shot
first,
is good, yeah.
When it's frozen, it's the most easy rail first. You just have to decide where and how. Where do I hit the red and what kind of English do I give? In this case, half red with a little bit of running English. What is he looking at?
I don't know. He's done that in several matches. He looks like he's looking at. I mean, he puts his cue down, and it doesn't make any sense.
He's looking at the cross table shot.
Oh wow. He likes that better than rail first.
Yeah, one thing is sure, he will leave the red ball frozen on the rail if he doesn't make it. He got it. Wow.
Great shot. A wonderful shot.
And he just opened the red ball.
He hit the red ball right in the face.
It's amazing.
Now he only needs 1 point, and he has an open position.
And now he would almost wish that it was still frozen on the rail, the red, because this draw shot gets a lot easier when the red is frozen. But I think it's okay. This is okay. Just use a half draw here, a little speed. Careful, careful. Yeah.
Very nice play.
That's what we want in a final, because Dick had a